Welcome to the Wrestle for Real podcast, July 14th, Monday Night Raw post show. Got Spook with me tonight. So we're going to run through the card, run through everything that happened on the Raw following this long weekend Saturday night main event, following WWE Evolution, seeing what some of the fallout is, and see what this week looking like and what we might be anticipating for SummerSlam coming up in 3 weeks now, I believe it is. So tonight's show kicked off with Naomi coming out as she cashed in this past Sunday on last night during the match with Io Sky, Rhea Ripley. They was having quite a match. Easily probably the best women's match of the year so far. So didn't end with a clean finish, but it did end with Naomi coming out there, cashing in, beating them, and being women's champion. Sure if it's called the Raw Women's Champion or however they describe it, but she is the champ on Monday Night Raw now. So she came out, opened the show, was talking real big, real big. You know, like she's the Miss Untouchable now. She got the sauce now. She running things. So she was interrupted by Rhea Ripley. She was interrupted by Io Sky. Basically got into a lot of back and forth with finally Adam Pearce coming out and setting up a triple threat match for SummerSlam. So we already got that signed and sealed for SummerSlam. Naomi, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky. I think people are going to be looking for those ladies to kind of match what they did on Sunday, with it being the triple threat. I think it's going to be a little tough. The expectations might be a little high on this one, but what you think, man? We got this triple threat coming up, man. What you thought about Naomi, man, popping off tonight, man, talking real crazy out there, man, and setting up this triple threat?
I mean, Naomi, it's this, again, her shot again, to do something, man. Hopefully she can hold this title for a good little minute, man. I'm just always worried about why she's always screaming instead of just talking, with her inside voice. I don't know. I don't know if that's just all women or what, but she's definitely a screamer for no reason when she has the microphone. But overall, though, like I said, hopefully she can continue this little reign, man, and hold its belt to, hopefully WrestleMania next year. You know what I'm saying? She have been doing her due diligence to, to get this shot right now. So she just got to take advantage of it, man, and keep doing what you do, man, and going strong.
Yeah, she I don't know how long she's gonna have it, but definitely got a good run right now. So we definitely gonna see about how long she holds on to this one. And I don't know, SummerSlam, it might come crashing down, but I don't think either of these ladies is somebody they want to put the title on. So they just took it off for Io. They've been kind of moving Rhea around, so I'm not sure that anything really is gonna pop off with either one of them. And there's nobody left to cash in, so she might have a shot at holding on to it for a little while here. I think Clash at Paris is her and Stephanie Vaquer, if I'm not mistaken. So that's potential there, but that depends on how soon they want to put the rocket on Stephanie. I don't know if they want to do it just yet, especially if Naomi is looking real good. So we're gonna see how that play out. But we got us a triple threat for SummerSlam. We had some backstage action with new Judgment Day, talking about their titles and their new, renewed championships, with Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne winning at WWE Evolution. Both of these opening segments kicking off with Evolution implications and everything that happened there. So these ladies got a chance to come out there, and this led to a tag team match with the Kabuki Warriors, which is Asuka and Kairi Sane, and that led to it was a tag match. Nothing too special. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne came out on top. A little bit of interference from Dominic. But Judgment Day is still running things, man. So not sure again how Liv is going to come back or when she's going to come back. But in the meantime, I guess they were considering Roxanne and Raquel the real champions. And they took out the Kabuki Warriors, who probably is going to do a lot more losing moving forward. So what you thought about this match here, first matchup on the card tonight?
Yeah, he could have, left it out. But, I know Raquel and what's the girl name? Roxanne, yeah, they looking pretty good as a little tag team, man. I just want to see now how Liv is really gonna, react to this whole little new foundation they got going on with the Judgment Day, man. I don't think Liv would be too happy, especially with Dominic coming out and on their side supposedly when he's supposed to be on Liv's side. So Dominic got a lot of explaining to do and is enjoying this whole little fiasco.
Things having a good time.
JD is just happy he got a belt.
He did, and a job.
Yeah. So like I said, when Liv touch back down, man, there's gonna be a lot of explaining from everybody in Judgment Day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody will have to come up with a good explanation of why they basically wrote her off of this whole little, this group.
Yeah, I think she got to. I think they got to hold on to the titles until she comes back. It might make for more intrigue, so we might have a chance to see how that plays out once she gets back and see how that's going to go. So I'm not expecting them to lose anytime soon,
Mm-hmm.
especially since they didn't lose in the Fatal 4-Way. So not really sure what teams is out there that's really going to be able to beat them. And Kabuki Warriors got their rematch, and that didn't really work out. So
Right.
you know, so we'll see what happens next. After this, we had Lyra and Bailey backstage, and this was building up to a Lyra versus Bailey for the number one contenders match for the women's what is it the Intercontinental title, I believe. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Bailey has the Intercontinental Women's Intercontinental Championship, so that was the number one contenders match. This match was a 2 out of 3 falls. For some reason, they just added a stipulation, but the first 2 falls was pretty quick. It felt like they were just trying to get it out the way so they could have a real match.
Mm-hmm.
Those ended really, really quickly, and then these ladies went on to have a pretty solid match. I'm definitely a fan of Lyra Valkyria,
Yeah, yeah, she did her thing.
and she's been kind of carrying the division in a lot of ways to really help out the ladies, the new ladies. So she's kind of been all over. So they did good. It was just I don't think the 2 out of 3 falls thing was really that necessary, just
No.
based on the way it went and the fact that they really just pinned each other real quick for the first 2 and
Mm-hmm.
then made it more of a sudden death type of thing. But I don't know if they needed the stipulation, but I thought it was a solid match. Lyra Valkyria ended up winning. She'll be going on to SummerSlam to face Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to hopefully them putting that crown back on Lyra's head, man. But what you thought about this match and Becky coming out and they getting a little promo standoff, getting ready for SummerSlam with Lyra and Becky Lynch.
Well, I mean, like you explained it, man. Both matches was real quick. The first two, for Lyra to get I'm sorry, Bailey to get the first W, and then Lyra to get hers, and then after that, they definitely went in and pull out all the stops, man, in regards to this match, and then Lyra became the winner. So, I mean, it was definitely a good match, man. They definitely put on a good show tonight. I think Lyra is she ready for the big show. She definitely ready for the like you said, to put that crown back on top of her and really show WWE what she can really do, because she can really go. She showed a lot tonight against Bailey. So yeah, she definitely should be able to get that title back at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. They probably didn't want to give her the moment at Evolution, so it probably is a good look to give her
Mm-hmm.
that bigger moment at SummerSlam. Oh, especially with it being 2 nights. We should be hopefully she gets it, man, and she's able to run with the ball. I mean, she's dealing with Becky, she's dealing with Bailey, she's dealing with 2 of the 4 horsewomen, 2 of the most recent pillars in the divisions. Hopefully that gets really fired up and raises her stock, because I think that if she has that type of match that Io and Rhea had, I think she'd be able to come out in better position than both of them. Because I'm not too sure that they came out better on the other side. I think it was a great match, but it got overshadowed by the cash in, and now you're in a triple threat match. So I think if Lyra has that same match, she definitely could be put on the map at SummerSlam. So hopefully she's thinking about it, because I definitely would want to see her run with the ball. After this, we had some interactions with Stephanie Vaquer backstage, and Chelsea from SmackDown showed up with her team, Alba Fire and what's the girl name, Piper Niven. So they showed up on Monday Night Raw, and they was basically getting us a little brief segue into the match with Nikki Bella and Chelsea Green. So Nikki Bella so far looking like she might be doing a little bit more than just WWE Evolution, and might be hanging around. So not really a big fan of what I see from Chelsea. It's good to see Nikki. It's a little bit of nostalgia, but this match wasn't nothing too crazy, nothing too over the top. The ladies came out there, did what they did. It was there to kind of pass the time along a little bit, but not much implications here. Not really sure if this was just a way to get Nikki back on TV and bringing someone from SmackDown. I don't know what's going on with the Raw roster of women as to why they didn't have any of them, but they definitely decided to do it with Chelsea there. So Nikki Bella ended up getting the win in this one, and they ended up kind of attacking her and Stephanie coming out. So Stephanie kind of making her presence felt a couple of times tonight without having a match. So what you thought about Nikki Bella and Chelsea, and Nikki Bella looking like she's here to stay for a little while?
Yeah, Nikki did a good job tonight, man. Since it's been what they said, it was been like 7 years since she was back on Raw. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
come back out, after that amount of time, man, she looked pretty good. Slipped a couple times here and there. But Chelsea's, I mean, since she been in, I thought Chelsea would definitely been out the game, a whole lot quicker than what she's lasting. So, I mean, she's
Mm-hmm.
developing into a good little wrestler, a good little, talker. I mean, she, basically hold on. She got her own little team now. She got a little squad that, that follow behind her. So you never know, man. She may be, she may be in the future, man, becoming one of those top, women wrestlers in the league, man. So, Chelsea Green is, she trying to climb that ladder, man, and get up to the top, But, Nikki was definitely gonna win this one, in the end. But she did. It was a good little solid match between both of them, man.
Yeah, Chelsea got some potential, man. I just don't like what that I've been seeing them doing with her. I'm not sure it's really putting her in a prominent light. And then she was the women's United States champion. Kind of lost that. Then Zelina won it and lost it, and now Julia has it, and it just kind of looks like a prop right now. Like it's not really doing much. But for the most part, I guess we're gonna see what Chelsea does anything more. But probably
Mhm.
going back to SmackDown with not a lot of good things to say about her time on Monday Night Raw. A lot of backstage stuff. We got Dominic Mysterio being evaluated next week to see if he's actually cleared and ready to
Yeah.
compete. And, getting ready for AJ Styles, if that's the case. So I think we're pretty much setting up AJ Styles versus Dominic. What do you think about Dominic's title run so far, man? And how he's been looking out here since he's won the title.
He haven't really, defended it too much. But one thing that I did see, he was praying to the gods that he's not cleared.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is about it, unless he has some kind of interference at SummerSlam. Not saying it's official, but
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to be cleared next week, and AJ is going to rip him a new one at SummerSlam. So he had a good little run. I don't know how he's going to look now once he's the one on the on the outside looking in when everybody else has a belt. We'll see what they do after SummerSlam. Yeah, it's definitely his run is about up, man. AJ is finna rep for GA and take it back.
Yeah, is it time? Do you feel like it's time for Dominic to give it up? I mean,
Uh,
just based on what he really hasn't done.
it, I mean, I was glad when he got it, man. But he, it's time for somebody else. It's time for somebody.
Mhm.
Go ahead and pass that thing to AJ, man. Let him get back in the limelight, one more good run. You know what I'm saying? Before it's time for him to hang it up, man. So
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. They'll lose the only gold that would be the only one without gold over there at Judgment Day if that happens. He got a lot of people watching his back, so it may be a little challenging for AJ to get it off him. So
yeah, that is true.
not really sure what he's afraid of, but he got a lot of people watching his back. So I don't
True
know if they're
that. True
gonna let
that.
him go out like that unless they leave him out to dry, man, and cause some further problems and dissension amongst those guys. I think I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think the title really helps AJ too much, but it does give him something to do to make sure he's not left off of a card like SummerSlam, especially with it being 2 nights.
Yeah,
But I think Dominic is going to be able to.
Vanessa's way to keep it.
Yeah, I think he's going to do that, man, and kind of keep going. And I'm not really sure where they're going to go to get it off of him.
Mm.
That might be where Jimmy Uso need to come in, because I don't think he's getting nothing from Solo. He might need to come on a Monday Night Raw and get him a secondary title or something like that. With Dominic Mysterio or something, man. We're gonna have to find another way for him.
I mean, that'll be a good look for Jimmy, man. He needs something, man, to get him back in the limelight, man. I don't know, like you said, but in the past episodes, man, maybe him and his brother need to get back together, man. Try that run again, which they
Mm-hmm.
not feud or anything like that. Just Jay just on his singles run right now. So and
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy trying to find his singles run, but being on SmackDown is not. It's not coming as fast as he would want it. So yeah, he might need to, like you said, do what you just said, man, and just come out to Dominic, man, and they let him run with the title for a second, man, and kind of go from there.
Yeah, so we had some Karrion Cross backstage stuff talking about Sami Zayn. We had some backstage with New Day and Grayson Waller talking about title shots and rematches. So not really sure what's going on. It's just a lot of backstage stuff that I'm not sure what pieces of the puzzle they're putting together with this one.
Yeah, it was a lot of
Waller
that.
is hanging out with New Day right now. I don't believe I've seen Austin Theory tonight, so not really sure where he's at. But what's the level of interest in seeing New Day get another title shot?
I don't even see it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
I
not.
can't. Yeah, they just kind of there. I don't know what's going on with the tag team division over there on Monday Night Raw, but they
It's
definitely is missing a lot right now. And New Day is probably not the people to
nah.
bring it back to prominence. So
Not 'cause when they just got it, they didn't really do too much with it. I mean, they
yeah, they was barely going. They was barely wrestling. From what I can remember.
yeah, yeah. So I mean,
Yeah,
It's just a lot. It's just a lot of belts that's in on Raw right now that's just not being utilized correctly to its its potential. You know what I'm saying? Now we got Naomi as the women's champ, so maybe she can hype it up a little bit, man. She got a little pizzazz, a little spectacular about herself, so maybe she can keep it going for a minute.
hmm
Judgment Day. I mean, I'm cool with Judgment Day having the belts right now because
hmm
it keeps that whole little team together, man. Because they was, like you said in the past, was in that position of about to fall apart. So now that they got those tag teams, everybody got a belt on their waist, man. Everybody's back smiling, happy, joyous. What I'm saying, everything is good on that whole little squad right now.
Yeah, it's very few titles that's interesting right now. So,
Mm-hmm,
the tag titles is probably one of them. I think at least all the champions were at least shown tonight, so they wasn't completely left off.
hmm
And that kind of got us to our main event. And I think most of the show was really just about getting to the main event. It wasn't really like a big show or anything like that. It was just
Nah, it was real quick. Well, the
yeah,
first part of it was real quick. The main event it was a good little a
yeah,
little.
the main event started at about 9:40, 45 or something. So it started a little earlier because it
Mm-hmm,
was a gauntlet match with Braun Breaker into Jey Uso, CM Punk, and LA Knight from SmackDown, the only SmackDown guys. So they, did a gauntlet. They started it off with Braun Breaker and Penta. Penta and Braun Breaker kicked that thing off. So, these guys went at it, man. They, they was on main event time. Not as much stuff as they probably could get in if it was just a straight up one on one match. But they definitely went out there and did what we expect from Braun Breaker, what we expect from Penta. So they was able to get a good match out of each other before Braun Breaker ended up getting the spear. That led to LA Knight coming out. LA Knight is from SmackDown, but that didn't stop him from somehow being a part of this match.
mm-hmm,
So it made me think there was a chance he could possibly win, but I was, a little far fetched. But otherwise he was just there to be there. So LA Knight came out. They did another halfway decent match. You know what I'm saying? They was able to, a lot of these matches are kind of quick based on the concept. So it's really just that big pop you get when people come in and kind of do their things. That's really what we saw a lot of tonight, man, with this match. LA Knight ended up getting beat by Braun Breaker, who already
mm-hmm,
had a match. So that's one thing I don't like about those kind of matches is it makes everybody else look a little weaker if you lose to the guy who was already in the match. So
mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right. Penta and LA Knight, what you thought about those two so far? How they kicked off this gauntlet match with those two guys.
Penta, man, he looking good still, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Mhm,
he's going into this reign now where he's been losing a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's like their little their way to show the other guys off with him. I'm
mhm,
not sure about that, but yeah, he's definitely been losing a lot. But overall, it's Penta. You know what I'm saying? He always do his thing. Same thing with LA Knight. Yeah, saying he been losing a lot too, but he did get that W over Seth this weekend, so I mean that did make him look good on that part. Just not sure why he didn't get the win over Braun. I guess because they was just trying to push Braun the whole way through this whole gauntlet match since he started it
mhm.
out. So
Yeah, they had to create a little intrigue, a little
yeah.
suspense, man, and he was kind of like maybe the next guy up as
Hmm
far as who all was in this match. So Jey Uso comes out after LA Knight, he turns the crowd up, the way he does, man, hits the music, doing what he do, man. He got Braun out the ring real quick. They ran the music back, dropped it one more time, and then they was able to continue this match, man. So Braun Breaker, Jey Uso, so he's gonna be solid at that point. They got some names, they got the fans behind them. The fans are kind of, having to hang in there a little while, man, because it's a long match, they having to hang in there. So every new person kind of refreshes the match a little bit. So, I think Bronson Reed ended up getting involved at this point, and
hmm
Jey Uso down off the turnbuckle and kind of got him up out of there with Braun Breaker doing the rest of the work. So this set up, basically the main event of the night: Braun Breaker, CM Punk, with Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman out there in Braun Breaker's corner. So I think we kind of suspected what would happen in a situation like that. But CM Punk came out there ready to go. He came out there ready to fight
hmm
and definitely did what he needed to do, man. And I thought they was okay. Again, it's just a little rushed, it's just a little quick, based on whatever time constraints that they may have had or felt like they had, and all the things they were trying to get to. So, but CM Punk ended up winning. Gunther was watching on. Now he has a title match at SummerSlam versus Gunther, man. So after that, not Gunther, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker was basically getting the best of Jey Uso, who came back out and tried to help CM Punk and had them boys both laid out, man. And then our Tribal Chief music hit, and that crowd went crazy, man.
Yeah,
That
which
crowd, I took my eyes off for a second and heard that music. I said, "Oh my god, what is going on, man?"
yeah,
I did not think there was anything else coming. I was caught off guard by that one, man. The Tribal Chief, because he got them drums. He got drums that just kick it off. Ain't even nothing
hmm
yet. Just come out with some drums, get it whole started. You like, oh man, something big about to happen, man. He came out there, man. But hey, what he had on his feet tonight, man? What he had on his feet?
that boy had them Dion's on, bro. That boy that came out there with them Dion's on, bro. I said
Hey
this
man,
guy here, man. This guy here, he came out ready, man. He came out with the Dion's on, bro. Just sprinted to the ring for a little quick second, man.
hey man, Rome ain't playing by his feet, man. He ain't gonna play. He
Yeah,
ain't
man,
gonna,
his shoe game, stupid, man. He done, he out there, man. When he came out there one time with the brick fours on, which was like
Mhm.
an exclusive, hard to get shoe, man. Then he came out tonight with the Dion's on, man. He definitely, he keep his feet tight, man.
Roman came out there laying everybody out, man. I mean, he was on one tonight. He came out there, turned this thing all the way up, man. I mean, what you thought about the match first? The last half of that match with Jey Uso, CM Punk getting that victory, man. Finally, bringing down Braun Breaker, who was going crazy for about 5 matches. It felt like.
I mean, I kind of wanted this. I kind of wanted Braun the win, man. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because I mean, I do see a better match with him and Gunther than CM Punk and Gunther
Hmm.
because of the size, the bite, his hungriness, man. I think that would have been a good look, you know what I'm saying? But like, I knew they was go, let CM Punk get this one, you know what I'm saying? Because he's still in that title range. He still haven't got no title yet since he been back. So, which is it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Braun still gonna be in there, man. He got so many years left, man, to hold belts, man, to win, to lose, to win, to lose, to lose, to win. So, you know what I'm saying? His time is all, definitely still gonna keep coming, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, when the tribal chief came out, man, I was like, wow. Now I'm just trying to figure out now what's his whole place in this equation now, man, because you know what I'm saying? John Cena and Cody got the match coming up at SummerSlam. So, what they're gonna do with what they gonna do with the tribal chief coming back. You know what I'm saying? I know they're trying to probably set him up for something good for SummerSlam, but what could it be possibly? That would be my question now. What
It might be. It's kind of looking like him and Jay Uso might end up against Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker.
gotcha?
I think we might get a tag match out of it because none of the four of them have anything to do currently.
Mm,
So, and that's the kind of way it looked with CM Punk in there. We knew he's going to be waiting on Gunther, so he can't possibly be a part of that unless they do a one-on-one match with Roman and Braun Breaker, which I'm not entirely sure that they're going to do. So, we'll have to see where that one goes, man. What you think about CM Punk and Gunther though? Is who's walking out of there with the title after SummerSlam is over?
it's kind of hard to say. I guess I'm gonna just go with CM Punk. Hopefully finally get him a belt, man, and he can
Mm.
he can chill out for a little second, man, and run Raw, correctly, properly. You know what I'm saying? Especially that Seth is on the racks for a second, man. So this will be a good time for him to shine, man, and get what he.
I'm low key hoping that Seth is actually healthy and that CM Punk wins it and then Seth cashes in the main event of night one at
Mhm,
SummerSlam. I'm hoping. I don't know the possibilities, but Gunther is great as far as what he can do in the ring.
mhm,
But I don't know if he has that thing that really to go to that next level to really appeal to a massive amount of people outside of just the wrestling bubble. So I think that gives a chance for him to lose it to CM Punk.
mhm,
But I think if CM Punk loses, it's likely due to some interference from a Seth Rollins. So if he's not around, I don't know how they're gonna play that one out. But I would like to see CM Punk win it and hold it, and they do something a little bigger down the line. But
mhm.
we're never really know because if he does win it, he's got a match coming back up with Gunther to a rematch or something. They're probably gonna do, but we did get our tribal chief back, so we're gonna see how it's SummerSlam time. This is the big one, man. So I think it's safe to say Cena and Cody is probably gonna be main event tonight too.
Yeah, yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely.
So we probably might be looking at Gunther and CM Punk as night one, unless they open the show and do something a little tricky with the main event spot on night one, but I doubt it. I'm not seeing anything worthy of that coming down the pipeline right now, unless it does involve Roman Reigns.
Hmm.
That can be, it wouldn't be for a championship. We'd have to see how that goes, man. But all in all, I thought it was it was just kind of okay for me as far as the show. It wasn't really much we could have really expected. They just kind of threw some stuff together, threw some stuff at us. Had a lot of SmackDown representation with Chelsea, her crew, LA Knight, some of those people coming over for reasons I'm not entirely sure of, because all they did was lose. It wasn't like they came over and won anything. So
Hmm.
we got new Naomi, man. What you think of Naomi now, man? Is this a better look for her moving forward, or you want the glow sticks, the glow Naomi to come back?
No, I mean I like the whole new character, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want her to take her time and speak.
Stop
And
yelling.
yeah, just stop screaming. That was funny though what she said about Io Sky when she was like,
Mm-hmm.
what are you saying?" Like,
Mm-hmm.
nobody understand what you're saying. Somebody finally came out and told her that we're
Yeah, we really
Io,
having trouble.
I'm sorry, Io, we don't really
We having
understand you.
trouble. We having a little trouble understanding.
Could you figure out another way to be able to,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah,
speak or or translate or something that way we can kind of be behind you and root for you.
and that's gonna hurt her. That's gonna hurt Io, man, because if she's probably not gonna win at SummerSlam, so she might end up just getting lost all over again, and now without a title. So I don't even
Or
know.
she could ask for forgiveness and be back with the Kabuki Warriors, and maybe they do something, but they just lost tonight to Raquel and Roxanne, so I don't know. Hopefully,
Mm.
Io don't get washed up in it, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the only thing she could do is either go back down to NXT or TNA, maybe try to take over one of those two fashions and kind of go from there. But this may be it for her run.
Yeah, she might get pretty lost here. So she might want to enjoy SummerSlam. Otherwise, ain't no telling. But Naomi's on the run right now. Gunther is
Jay's
looking
coming
good.
for her.
We got Roman Reigns back. We got CM Punk in the number one contenders match. I mean, in the title match. So we got a few things. Maybe AJ and Dominic actually finally going to go at it here, and
Hmm. Hmm.
Becky and Lyra. So we got some matches set up for SummerSlam. They got to start putting that card together because it's only a few weeks away. So a lot of this stuff is happening real fast. Thankfully, a lot of these feuds have been building up for longer than just this episode of Monday Night Raw.
Hmm.
They've been building up these for quite some time, so they've had a little bit of time to fester. And we didn't see CM Punk at main event, so he's definitely, it's got to be at the next one and keep showing up. Roman Reigns, he was SmackDown last we saw him.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I guess he's gonna be showing more up on Monday Night Raw. I'm not really sure unless he has plans on something else, but it's definitely good to see him. And 3 weeks, from now, we'll be able to get him back in the ring for the big show. So
Hmm. Hmm.
Nikki Bella's back in the fold. So they still trying to hold on. There's a lot of injuries right now. If Seth Rollins is one of them, you still got Chad Gable, Liv Morgan. They're saying Sami Zayn is injured. Not sure of how that's gonna exactly play out, but there's a couple of heavy hitters that's having to sit down and lay low right now. But
Hmm. Hmm.
overall, man, what you thought about the show? What you thought about this Monday Night Raw?
It was real quick, man. The first couple matches, or the first couple matches was, we could have, like you always say, man, we could have had something a little bit better.
Hmm.
Like I said, the Lyra and Bailey, that was pretty good. At first it was a little quick, but then they finally, let them settle in and do their thing. But the night show was pretty. I mean, the main event really that what kept them in there tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
The first part of the cards, man, wasn't too exciting, but it got us through to the main event. So, okay show for the night.
Yep. So I guess we'll see what the fallout is from these past events once SmackDown drop. So, but if nothing else, we'll be right back here next week. Wrapping it up a little earlier today, but we'll be right back here next week covering Monday Night Raw, the post show on July 1st, I believe it'll be. So
Mhm.
we'll be right back at it. So please don't forget, please don't forget, hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcast. We are there. So please check us out, share it, tell your friends, tell your family. Appreciate you jumping on tonight, Spook.
No, no.
We gonna get back to it next week, man. Until then, man, I'm gonna holla at you.
All right, man.
All right.